Lanzarote is one of the most dramatically beautiful islands in the Atlantic. But 45 minutes off its northern coast, on a ferry that costs 18 euros, there's an island that Lanzarote has been quietly keeping to itself. No paved roads, 700 people, beaches that look like nobody has been there in a decade. Spain made it an official Canary Island in 2018, and most of the world still hasn't noticed. Let me show you both.
The Canary Islands sit off the African coast, warm every month of the year, volcanic, genuinely extraordinary in the way that islands formed by geological violence tend to be. Lanzarote is the one that people who've been will describe to you with a particular look on their face. La Graciosa is the one those same people somehow haven't mentioned. I want to fix that today. Subscribe before we get into this. Let me start with Lanzarote, because Lanzarote deserves to be understood before you understand what makes La Graciosa remarkable by comparison. Lanzarote was shaped by volcanic eruptions that lasted 6 years, from 1730 to 1736, and buried a third of the island under lava. What was left was one of the most alien landscapes in Europe. Black lava fields that stretch to every horizon, volcanic craters in shades of red and orange and burgundy that look like the surface of Mars if Mars had better weather. Timanfaya National Park, where the ground temperature 5 centimeters below the surface is still over 400 degrees, has geysers that erupt when water is poured into cracks in the rock. Entry is 12 euros, and the bus tour through the craters is an hour of continuous disbelief. Then there's Cesar Manrique, an architect, an artist, a Lanzaroteño who returned from New York in the 1960s and spent the rest of his life shaping this island, working with its volcanic character rather than against it. His Jameos del Agua is a concert hall, restaurant, and garden built inside a lava tube cave, with an underground saltwater lagoon at its heart containing albino blind crabs found nowhere else on Earth. Albino, blind, in a cave lagoon, under a concert hall. Entry, 12 euros. The Cueva de los Verdes next to it is an enormous lava tube you walk through for 35 minutes, while the colors in the rock shift from green to gold to gray. 10 euros. Manrique also designed his own house inside 5 volcanic bubbles, the Fundación Cesar Manrique, which might be the most interesting private residence ever built, and which costs 8 euros to visit. Lanzarote without Manrique is an extraordinary volcanic island. Lanzarote with Manrique is something else entirely, a place where art and landscape have been in conversation for 50 years and produced something neither could have made alone. Famara Beach on the northwest coast, a wild Atlantic beach below dramatic sea cliffs, popular with surfers, almost entirely free of tourists, is free. Daily budget on Lanzarote, $55 to $80. An apartment, $45 to $70. Lanzarote is not an expensive island. It's an extraordinary one. From Orzola at Lanzarote's northern tip, a ferry crosses to La Graciosa 6 times a day. The journey is 45 minutes. The ticket is 18 euros return. And the thing you notice as La Graciosa comes into view, the flat-topped volcanic mountains behind it, the white fishing village at the water's edge, the color of the channel between the 2 islands, is that you are arriving somewhere that doesn't look like anywhere you've been before. The water between Lanzarote and La Graciosa is a color with no English name. It's between turquoise and green and very deep blue depending on the hour. You spend the crossing watching it and wishing you'd booked the later ferry home. La Graciosa has 1 village, Caleta del Cebo, population around 700, and the streets are sand. Not damaged roads, not gravel, not old cobblestone, sand. Because there are no paved roads on the entire island. There are almost no cars. What there are, bicycles and quad bikes, available to rent for 10 euros to 15 euros for the day, which is also exactly the correct way to explore an island this size and this character. Riding a bicycle along a sandy track between 2 volcanic hills with the Atlantic on both sides and nothing on the horizon in any direction, this is the experience of La Graciosa. It's not dramatic in the way Lanzarote is dramatic. It's quiet in the way that quiet has become genuinely rare. Playa de las Conchas is at the island's northern tip, 40 minutes by bicycle from the village on a sandy track that makes you work for it. The beach is a wide white crescent against a red volcanic hill at one end and the open Atlantic at the other, and when you arrive, there are almost certainly no more than 10 other people on it. It's not a hidden beach in the influencer sense. It's not turquoise and perfect and waiting to be Instagrammed. It's wild and flat and wide and empty, and the wind comes off the ocean, and the sand goes on for 800 meters, and you sit there with the specific feeling of being somewhere that most people haven't been. Back in Caleta del Ceibo, a plate of fresh fish, caught that morning, grilled with mojo verde, served with papas arrugadas, the Canarian wrinkled potatoes, costs 12 euros to 18 euros at one of the village restaurants. A small guest house or apartment, 50 euros to 80 euros a night. And the thing about La Graciosa that makes it unforgettable is not any single feature. It's the combination of total simplicity with complete beauty. No paved roads, no international hotel chains, no beach bars with DJ sets. Just an island that forgot to become a destination and is all the better for it. So, Lanzarote or La Graciosa? The honest answer is both, on the same trip. Lanzarote gives you 3 to 4 days of volcanic landscapes, Manrique's extraordinary architecture, wild Atlantic beaches, and the most dramatic island scenery in the Atlantic. Do Timanfaya, do the Jameos, drive the coast road north to Famara at sunset and watch the cliffs go orange. Then take the morning ferry from Orzola to La Graciosa. Stay 2 nights, rent a bicycle, ride to Playa de las Conchas before anyone else gets there, eat fresh fish in Caleta del Ceibo, watch the lights of Lanzarote from the ferry on the way back, and feel the specific pleasure of having been somewhere that most people didn't know was there. The Canary Islands are one of Europe's best travel secrets. Warm in every month, extraordinarily beautiful, affordable, closer than most people realize. Lanzarote is the one that deserves its reputation. La Graciosa is the reason to go 2 days longer. Lanzarote or La Graciosa? Have you been to either? Drop it in the comments. And if you've already found La Graciosa, I want to know, did you take the bicycle to Playa de las Conchas? Subscribe for 2 honest travel videos every single week.